Imagine for a second how our world as we know it would be different if volunteerism didn't exist. How would our environment look? What would our schools be like? How many just basic needs would go unmet in the lives of citizens today? According to DoSomething.org, nearly half of the world's population, that is, more than 3 billion people, live on less than $2.50 a day. According to UNICEF, 22,000 children die each day due to poverty alone. Trash is becoming a huge problem for the environment and its inhabitants, that is, for us and animals. As waste increases, the use of natural resources increases, with the end result of pollution increasing. When waste ends up in our ocean, it has a deadly effect on our marine life. Animals enrich our lives. However, there are millions of injured wildlife animals and homeless domestic animals who need our help. They also need our advocacy, as they cannot speak for themselves, of course. Natural disasters have the power to devastate entire countries. They take away lives, they destroy homes, businesses, and schools. They increase the spread of diseases. Places impacted by natural disasters need many helping hands for repair. Volunteerism is getting involved. It's the action of one offering time and energy to promote goodness or improve the quality of life. Thankfully, there are many organizations around the world that work really hard to promote volunteerism in our society today. Volunteerism has the ability to unite people in this world for common good. Many volunteer activities and initiatives call for the help and input of many people. It's not just the actions of one person who has the biggest impact on this world, but it's the actions of many who make the biggest impact on this world. Partaking in volunteerism has the power to affect young and old. The simple act of taking the time to read a book with a child can impact the growth of our society and future. The simple act of playing card games with elders can reduce depression and increase health. Research drives change in our society. There are diseases who need cure, communities in need of social initiatives. Unfortunately, studies end early all the time because there aren't enough volunteers to volunteer their time for studies like these. One reason I really love to volunteer is because you, like me, may find yourself struggling with activities that both you and your parents will enjoy. After all, most of us are at least 20 years apart from our parents. Well, I'm proud to announce I have found the golden activity. In this world that can be so consumed with evil, what we need to do is spread love. The act of volunteering is done from the heart. It's not done because you have to or because you get paid. It's done because you really want to make the world a better place. Volunteerism spreads hope to the hopeless. It brings comfort to those who feel alone, gives a fight against all odds, and it spreads light on those things that need attention. Volunteerism brings awareness to issues. It's an activity that everyone can participate in. It gets everyone involved, no matter what their abilities are. All help is appreciated. Volunteerism is about putting smiles on faces. It's really about using your talents, your skills, and your abilities to be a blessing to others. So you may sit and ask yourself, what can I do to help? Something as simple as starting a donation box at school to give to a local charity or a food pantry could be a blessing. And it's really something that we all can do. So there really aren't any excuses on finding volunteer activities that you can participate in. You could even, for example, take something you love, like traveling, as an avenue to give back. There are many countries that aren't as fortunate as the United States and really need the help of volunteers. I've heard many life-changing stories from people who are involved in mission trips and the Peace Corps, for example, who have amazing stories about when they volunteered. Your life is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. You shouldn't leave this earth without making an impact in the world. After all, there are people in this world struggling with poverty, hunger, and our environment is diluted with pollution. And there are animals who need advocacy. So give, serve, support, donate, volunteer to make this world a better place. In addition, Volunteer Match connects people with volunteer opportunities around the world. They help users find what their volunteer passion is. They inspire people to get involved. So I really want you all to take a moment to close your eyes. Think about the things going on in this world that makes you angry, that make you want to cry, that make you really feel empathy for those going through. Now, imagine yourself in the midst of these situations, able to make a difference. What are you going to do? I urge you all to volunteer. Thank you.